Hi there, this is Brenda Trott, Make Money in Your Sleep Girl, and I am trying out a new software called it's called Lightstream, and you can find it at app.golightstream.com. I have no idea if um, if this is working well. Yesterday I had a lot of trouble getting scenes up, so hopefully you can see what's happening here. I have some slides, and one of the biggest questions I get is, how do I know if what I'm doing, what I'm paying for, the time I'm spending on social media is worth it or not? And it's not just, social media is not the only way to market your business. It's not the only type of content marketing, but it's the one that we think about the most when we think about content marketing. So I'm just trying to give you a quick rundown of how to go ahead and measure what it is that you're doing. And I think the very first thing that the very first thing that you need to do, I'm not sure if that worked or not, but the very first thing that you need to do is think about what success means. So if you don't know what it is that you are trying to measure, then it's really going to be impossible to do that. And most people think that the ultimate sign of success is more money, right? That's pretty much the ultimate sign of success in any business. It's but there's other ways to, there's other metrics that you can use to measure your success when you're doing content marketing, when you're using a social media strategy. And the most important thing is that those metrics that you use can help you be even more successful in other things that you do. So I'm going to go ahead and switch scenes again, see if it looks like I have to push it to you. So we'll see if that works. And the very first thing that you need to do is to know what your goals are. And there's three really good goals in content marketing. One is to grow your reach. So for example, if we're working on your Facebook page, we want to make sure that you have more and more people that can actually hear your message when you're posting on Facebook. You can post and see crickets. Sometimes it's a matter of knowing what the algorithms are, why Facebook would choose to see you. We know for sure that when somebody likes your stuff, that their friends get to see that they've liked your stuff. If someone comments, oftentimes their friends get to see that they comment. And when one person has a reach of at least, an average of 200 people on their Facebook watching them, then your content can grow exponentially. And of course, there's other ways to grow your reach in terms of placing ads to get more people to like your stuff, posting more engaging content, all of that. Another goal that you can have in your content marketing is to grow your actual email list. Now, not everybody opens every piece of email, but it is still the best way to, okay, and you're still having that, okay. I just got a message here, but it's not from anyone on the live, so pardon the interruption there. So the best way still to grow your relationship with your customers and your potential customers is to have them on your email list and to be in contact with them on a routine basis. So a great goal is to grow that email list. And of course, another goal is to make sales. If you have a particular product or a particular service that you're trying to do, that's also another great goal to have. So the first thing that you want to do when you are measuring your content is to make sure, or measuring your content success, is to make sure that you actually know what your goals are. So again, I'm trying to update my slides here. I don't know exactly how long it takes. I don't know if there's a missed test, and I apologize for any errors that we may have, but I've updated here. So one of the first things that you want to do when you're measuring your success is to find out where your traffic is coming from. You're going to look at the traffic analytics from your website. Now, if you have WordPress, there's WordPress plugins that can do that. If you have Builderall, there are the options in the Builderall that you can do that. If you don't know what those two things are, you are welcome to leave a message or to contact me or to work in my group, which is the Make Money in Your Sleep with Brenda Trott group here on Facebook. Go ahead and ask me those types of questions. I'm happy to send information your way. But when you know where your traffic is coming from, it gives you one of two strategies. One is you can spend more time trying to get traffic from the sites that aren't referring people to you. So if you know for sure that Facebook is filled with people that are your potential customer, then you might decide, and you're not getting any traffic from Facebook, then you might want to spend more time on Facebook trying to figure out why you're not getting anything from there. But more often than not, you're going to find out where you are getting your traffic from, and then you're going to ramp up your activity on those sites. You're going to spend more time, right, doing the 80% of space, right, the place where 80% of the good comes from, which you only need to spend 20% of your time on. You're going to ramp that up, and you're going to spend more time in those spaces. So again, I'm going to go ahead and switch slides here. It says I have to send it again. I don't know if there's an interruption when I do that, but we're going to go ahead and update it. So I'm going to pause here for a second. It says that another way to measure your success is on that website or wherever your landing page is, whatever that goal of yours is, your sales page, whatever it is, you want to determine how long people are staying there. So again, this is a Google Analytics that you can do on the back end of your website. It's something that you can do on your Builderall site. But you want to find out how long people are staying on your site. If they're just jumping on your site and they're popping off again, that's very, very bad. And that means that Google will know how long people are staying on your site, and they're going to see it as less than quality. And Google doesn't send people to sites, at least they try not to, send people to sites that are low quality. Remember in the old days, people could just throw stuff up there, and it seems like you asked a question, you just got 50 of the same type of website, and it was all garbage. That's what they've been cleaning up with Penguin and Hummingbird and all these updates that they're doing. They're trying to make it so that there's a great user experience when somebody searches for something. So if they pop onto your site and immediately they pop off, that tells Google that that wasn't what they were looking for. So you need to keep people on your site for as long as possible. There's a couple ways that you can do that. You can obviously keep your content high quality. Don't put junk up. Don't send people to junk sites with big errors or bad screens, broken links, okay? Another way to do that is to interlink your posts. So if you're talking about garbage bags on one particular site, put a link there about garbage bags to another post that you made that talks all about garbage bags and that kind of thing. So I remember several years ago, I was just amazed at how long this man kept me on his site, because he just had a great thing to say about the subject that I was looking at, and every single post I read had a link to another post, and I just kept on. I must have been there an hour. I was doing him some great favors when it came to reducing his bounce rate, but that's because he did a good job of making sure that I had quality content to go to from place to place. Another thing that you can do is on the end, there's plugins again on WordPress. There are plugins that show you, that tell people these are related posts. These are the other things that you might be interested in. Oftentimes it's in graphics. You've seen it on other sites where they're trying to get you to stay on their website. Oh, you might also be interested in this. Okay. And then also on the sidebars, right? Interesting things on the sidebars, quick questions, quizzes, anything that gets them to stay on your site longer. So that's how you're going to go ahead and reduce your bounce rate. Remember, it's really important to reduce that bounce rate. It's very important to reduce your bounce rate, because Google wants to know that wherever you're sending people is a quality place to send them, whether that's a sales page or a blog or whatever it is. They want to know that they're sending them to a quality place. So another thing that you need to know, big way to measure your success is to know what your conversion rate is, okay? Whether it's a Facebook ad, whether it is a sales page, whatever it is that you're trying to get somebody to take action, you need to know how many times those people take action, okay? If you're getting 100 people a day to your sales page and nobody is buying, then you've got a problem. Now, if you're sending 2 people a day to your sales page and nobody's buying, that doesn't tell you anything, because you're not getting enough people there to really have a good measure of success or not. But if you're getting them to that page, if you're getting 100 people there and nobody's buying, or you only have a 1% conversion, then something needs to get fixed. And so there's a couple things you can think about, and that is your offer clear? Are the benefits clear? And can people find, believe it or not, I've seen it, Can people even find the sales button, or do they have to click 3 more places? Okay, you can't get a good conversion if people don't know what you want them to do, if they don't know what you're offering them is good, or if they can't figure out how to do what you want them to do. So make sure everything is very clear. Those are just some really quick ways to check your sales page, and that's really an entirely different webinar altogether.